Hello, water signs. Long time no see from me and hear from me. I didn't post any readings during the month of March because I had a lot of doctor's appointments. So when you get treated by the VA, every year you have to go for your yearly checkups, and mine are starting at the end of February and to March. So I did things like mammograms, pap smears, lung x-rays, echocardiogram, CAT scan, ultrasound. So I had a lot of things to do, and that's why I didn't post any readings for the month of March. I did, however, post something to the community here on YouTube saying that I was not going to be posting any videos, and I also posted over to my Substack. If you'd like to read my Substack, just look in the channel art for the the icon, and click on it. It will take you over to my Substack. When you get there, it's going to ask you if you want to go paid, if you want to stay free. You can always check free if you want. I haven't turned on payments just yet, so that's that. It's a lot of good stuff up there. You can go through and read it all, and I wish you would join. Subscribe. What's the other thing that I want to tell you? You know, I'm flustered because I already did this reading, and when I went to process it, it's missing. I can't find it anywhere. I spent about 30 minutes looking through all my external hard drives, the actual hard drive of the computer. It's missing. It's gone. I don't know where it went. So I'm a little flustered right now. And so that's that. If you want to book a reading, you can go to the About Box section of my channel and look. There I have listed the reading packages. They list the number of minutes, the number of questions, and the price. And all you have to do is email me right there, hiddenlotustarot@gmail.com, and say, for instance, hey Tara, I would like to book a 45-minute reading, and I will respond back to you. Usually I respond within several hours the same day, or it may be 24 hours at the most, but my turnaround time to produce the readings is 24 to 72 hours. If you choose to book with me, please know that I respond back promptly, but my emails always go to spam, so check your spam folder. That's it, I think, that I want. You don't have to wait until I post a reading to get some advice and some insight into what's happening with your life. You can come anytime. Always remember that my readings are free, but you pay me for my time. So I have with me the Radiant White deck, the Levita Sibila for clarification should I need, and we will end the reading with the Psychic Oracle Tarot. It's a 9-card reading spread, and we're gonna get started because I'm coming up on 8 o'clock, which is when I said it would be available over on my Substack. So I have already done some meditation and shuffling on the water glyph. This is for the signs of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And always remember that things happen in their own divine right time in the tarot. There is no linear time. So First card down is the King of Cups, coins. And even though this is a water sign reading, and this could be earth sign male, it could also be his job. He could be any other sign, but he's showing up as his employment or what he does for a living. The Chariot. The Three of Pentacles. That's not a bad line. The Five of Wands. The Queen of Swords. Again, this could be you as like the stance that you have, or it could be related to your employment, what you do for a living, even though it's a water sign. This is a water sign reading. The Page of Cups. The Hangman. The Four of Wands. The Nine of Wands. What is under the deck, the overall energy of the entire reading? The Strength card. So what do I have? 1, 2 major arcana, 1 coin, 2 coins, 3 wands, a cup, and a sword right in the center. There are no repeater numbers. So let's start in the center of the spread. The cards are read past, present, future, past, present, future. This queen, as a profession, she can be a surgeon, an oral surgeon, like at the mouth. She can be a police officer, a soldier. She can be a writer, an editor, a researcher, or a scientist. Anywhere. And I've even seen her be a mediator in like legal cases, or a counselor. But it's anywhere that sharp tools or keen intellect are needed to get the job done. She sits in the middle of all this. It's a busy spread. So she is seeking the truth. She's holding an Ace of Swords.
Tell you what I know.
That's my Ziggy, my Alexa talking over there.
Second. Can you say it again?
Be quiet, Alexa. Thank you. And she's holding the Sword of Truth, which is a very powerful sword because it's like an Ace of Swords, and she's requesting that the truth be told to her. If not, she can cut someone's head off with this sword. She is clear-eyed, objective. She tells the truth. Sometimes she represents the divorcee in a spread, and it says that she's mean and bitter. But I don't think all divorced women are mean and bitter. I think that she has seen a lot of pain in her life, and that's the way she doesn't mince her words. She tells you exactly how it is and what it is about and what it is. Okay? She's clear-eyed. See how she's sitting above the clouds? There's nothing blocking her view. As a matter of fact, she has a bird's eye view. So at the top, we start with this King of Pentacles. Now, the King of Pentacles is usually an earth sign male, Taurus. However, his work situation can be, he can be a banker, stockbroker, a financial advisor, a tax preparer. He can be, because it's tax time, he can be on a business or has a lot of perhaps land holdings. He's typically someone who has earned his money, not given to him, or he was born with it. So he knows a lot about money and finances and perhaps how to handle it. Next to the Chariot. The Chariot is a 7 card, and sevens represent a moment of self-doubt and self-questioning. Now, if you look at this card, you will see that the writer, the charioteer, has the moons on his shoulders, and he's under a canopy of stars. And the cards can work a weird kind of way, like this can be a veiled reference to what's happening on the 8th, a moon event, the eclipse where the earth will pass between the moon and the sun. But the main meaning of this card is to try to contain your emotions, control your emotions as you move forward. The Chariot is not a very comfortable vehicle. It was ridden in war. So that means that the journey may be dusty, hot, dry. You're tired of standing there in the chariot, traveling along. But if you can just control your emotions, you're going to end up where you want to go. It's dangerous and dusty. He doesn't even have any reins in order to control the dark and the light side of himself. Now, this symbol on the shield right there is a yoni, but the wings above catch my attention because we know that Mercury is in retrograde right now. So I'm going to come back to that in case I pick up something else. The 3 of Pentacles. It's a 3 card. So that means that at least 3 people are involved in the situation, or that there might be a slight delay before future successes are realized. It's the 3 of Pentacles, and it's speaking about 2 people going to a third person in order to, for lack of a better term, build this cornerstone. They have their plans in the hand, and the reason he is on the bench is because he has a bit more skill and knowledge than they do. So you can expect negotiations, partnerships, cooperation between people in terms of either making money or doing something. That's what the coin represents. It represents the 3rd dimensional plane of doing something and making money. But then we come to the 5, and 5s are numbers of tension, excitement. But excitement, I'm saying, can mean even anger, excited anger. So it's times of ups and downs and changing emotions. Now, typically, I think wands are about your career, but for me personally, I don't read the wands only in your career. I read them as your fire, your passion, your determination, and your focus. Okay? What does it take for you to get up out of bed every day and do what you do? How much passion how bad do you want it? And so with this card, the 5 of Wands, we're looking at a scene of, it looks like young people at play. But the card to me really means a group of people fighting, or everybody trying to get their 2 cents worth in. But it can even mean somebody playing head games with you, like saying one thing and doing another. So there's a whole bunch of confusion, and I think heated exchanges with that, or heated passion. Over here we have the Page of Wands. And for me personally, I only interpret the pages as news and messages. Yes, the same thing can be said for knights, but knights usually represent an event that brings some kind of news or message. Their job in the tarot is to move a situation along. So this to me is just simply a message that has an emotional quotient. But I think it's a surprise message because of the fish popping out of the cup. The Hangman represents sacrifice, stillness, gaining a higher perspective, waiting, going beneath the surface to discover what your feelings are. But nobody placed the Hangman there. He placed himself there in order to gain a different perspective or a higher perspective on the situation. Sometimes he represents to me an individual who has headaches or migraines or vertigo, shoulder problems or arm problems, back problems, hip problems, knee problems, leg problems, and foot problems. So it could be somebody that's in a lot of pain. But he also is representative of Neptune, which means there's a lot of fog covering the situation, or you don't understand quite what has happened or is happening. Hence, I think the arguments or fights. But the Four of Wands represents it talks about a stable time period, but it also talks about celebrating your accomplishments or having something to celebrate. Be proud of yourself for what you've done and what you're going through. Here, from the 5 to the 4, we lose a wand. So to me, that's like it's a break right here. And see how the couple is. So sometimes even this card can mean what I call the shacking up card. It means that you might be in a relationship that could become a commitment of some sort. Now, when I say relationship, I don't mean like a romantic relationship. There's only one cup here. So I don't think that there are lots of feelings for this between these two people like that. So this could be a business partnership. And then we come to the 9 of Wands. And before it was a 9, it was an 8. So it looks like something happened rapidly, occurred rapidly first, but now the figure is taking a rest. It indicates that you have been through some kind of battle or conflict. And right now you are taking a rest, but that you are of good character and good determination, and you can continue the fight if necessary. If you had to get back into battle, you can do it. No problem. So looking this way, to me, it looks like there was some type of partnership or agreement that broke down, and there were a lot of arguments, perhaps, and fights, or people playing head games with you, saying one thing and doing another. Under the Mercury retrograde, we know that people can reverse course out of nowhere. And so perhaps you are tired. And you know, I think this is you as the Queen of Swords, and you are thinking what you have to do. You are objective, you are clear, and you know what you have to do, and you expect the other person involved in the situation, maybe two people, to do what is expected or do what's right. Let me put it that way. I don't know if this king has anything to do with it or not. He kind of feels like a periphery figure in the spread. So I think it's someone else that you're wanting to, and you're waiting, I think, perhaps either for an apology or an explanation. Here. But I also think that this person has either had the explanation or received the message about what happened and how it made him feel, but he's waiting on something else. Even this way, a partnership, but then there's a hold, there's a wait. And I feel that this queen is ready to go, ready to give her plans or whatever, but there's something that's holding it up. I don't know what that is. Now, if we come over here to the 8, it's a strength card. The strength card is a number 8. And 8s represent, it's a karmic number. They're money numbers, but also 8s can be where you have a lot of hassles and obstacles to overcome. And so the strength card is all about facing your fears, but doing it gently. You don't have to beat yourself up to face your fears. You should be gentle with yourself. You don't have to fight with other people. You can be kind and gentle towards them. You know? So you face your fears by opening the mouth of the lion and reaching in. She approached the lion and she just says, "Here, let me open your mouth." She doesn't have a gun or a whip or anything like that to achieve her aim. She approaches gently and without fear. Underneath that is a 10 of Wands. Like it's big hassle or struggle. I don't look at this card as a burden, but it says burdens are one of the key words. But burdens are, typically you feel that on your back. And to me, this indicates that you have, or someone has, a lot of irons in the fire. And how do you lighten your load? Well, you can share the burden, or you simply drop what is not necessary, and carry half the wands. You're back to the 5. Right? And someone is just putting one foot in front of the other to get to his destination. This could be about buying a house. And this guy is a banker and he wants to move forward. And he's saying, okay, we can give you the loan. But then some kind of argument or fight breaks out. I don't know what that's about. And there's a hold. It does not escape me that this is an 8, and tomorrow this represents the Sun card, and on the 8th we have an eclipse. So the number 8, I think, is significant. So that probably means maybe after the eclipse that you're going to hear something, and it still may be a slog, but I think you can reach there. You can get there because you are determined to do so. Let me take the Sibyllus and find out. First of all, I want to find out what the argument or fight is about. The competition. Maybe this is about competition in business. Somebody has come in and undercut you in a way. You thought maybe that y'all were going to be partners, and they've now undercut you. And two, this could be the same person. This could be you, or no matter if you're male or female, this could be you handling your business, and this could be you strategizing. I don't know. We're fixing to see if at least 3 people are involved, maybe. And I have 3 people core cards here. I don't count this as a person though, but 3 people are definitely represented in the spread. And then all of a sudden there's 2 people, and somebody is left out in the cold. Disgrazia, humiliation, pain. Someone has done something to you that is like unforgivable. They humiliated you, embarrassed you. This is the version of the Tower card. See, the house is on fire, so it can mean anything: losses of income, a job, a relationship, but it's not the same meaning as a Tower in this deck. The Sospiety. Now this is interesting because the card speaks about feeling like you have been left out in the cold. Okay? And because of the way she's looking at the ship there, like she was left behind. But the thing is, the problems are not coming from being left behind. You think that's what is going on, but that's not. You're projecting some fears out into the future. See the arrow over her head? That says that you are projecting your fears into the future. I think this is why the card of Strength has come out. The Doctore. And basically this guy is a doctor, but he is a general surgeon. He's not a specialist, but he also represents any male that has a degree. It doesn't matter what the degree is in, just he's an educated male with a degree, but his job or his role is to help. And now we look at what the weight is all about. I don't know what this is. Fidelity. This is loyalty or fidelity to either a person, a thing, or an idea. The dog represents loyalty and fidelity, but this is to a person or an idea, or even a thing, a concept. The Messaggere. Now, I told you that a message was coming, and this card says that a message will arrive from far away. Well, you know, far away could be the next town over, because in this day and age, in the 14th century, they didn't have internet or texting or faxes or computers, so someone had to bring it to you. It doesn't tell me what the nature of the message is about, just that it will be arriving, and the timing is within a day to a week. And the Preciosa, precious presents, because I can't say it in English, I mean Italian. This is, I would say that news arrives. We see it right here. And someone is going to help you. I don't know if it's his king. I don't think will be easy, given all the wand energy in here. But this says, the precious present, that it relates to all the fine things in life, the finer things. It can also represent someone who is used to the finer things in life, but it can also be literal gifts, money, jewels, presents, and also advice. So I think some advice is going to arrive within a day or week from a trusted friend, and that's what you're waiting on. And you can kind of take a breath after you get the message. But you know, this card, I keep hearing, I just hope that person, I hear from them again, because I'm gonna whip their butt or something like that. It's a feeling that I'm getting off the card. So that's it. Yes, I think something, an offer or some kind of, some news will come to you about an offer. I can't say what the offer is. I don't have a clue what it's about. But while you're waiting, or if you're hoping to hear from the person again so you can whip their ass, don't waste your strength and energy and your time on the person fighting with them anymore. That way you can hurriedly put this behind you. I'm gonna shuffle the oracle cards and pull one for you. Number 5, wisdom. This relates to the Hierophant. The Hierophant. And that makes 2 5s in the spread, 5 of Wands and the 5, the Hierophant. And 2 5s. I think it tells of new experiences ahead. Yes, new experiences ahead. So let's read the wisdom card. When the student is ready, I didn't tell you that the all of the major arcana cards deal with learning a spiritual lesson. So this makes sense. This is another major arcana. It says, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. The card illustrates that there's a spiritual teacher who is about to influence you or step into your life to impart his or her wisdom. Look around. Is there someone in your life who has the acumen, education, knowledge, and ability to integrate spirituality and its laws into the constraints of the physical world? This could be a compassionate person who offers guidance and inspiration and reminds you that you're so much more than a physical being. You're also a spiritual being with unlimited potential. You may have drawn this card to confirm that it's time to reach out and find either an organization or a group of like-minded souls. Being part of a group where you can be yourself, share your thoughts, and get valuable feedback can infuse you and encourage you to be all that you can be. Kindred support helps you live life to your highest ideals, finding the true inspiration and enlightenment that's part of your soul. Over time, the student often becomes the teacher, so don't be surprised when others seek you out and find you. This card of wisdom is letting you know that you have so much to share, whether you realize it or not. And so that's what I have for you, water signs. And until next time, bye bye.